G'day, folks. Yesterday I received a phone call that I had waited probably 30 odd years to receive. As most of you know, I broke my neck playing rugby as a 19-year-old in 1994, a long time ago now, and I've spent most of my life on a mission to help try and find a treatment for paralysis. Well, yesterday I got the news that we'd at last been able to get governance approval for a human clinical trial involving the stem cells taken from the olfactory system in the nasal cavity and then transported into the spinal cord. And I've talked about the science a lot. And the science is amazing, and we're very, very optimistic about the potential for the future. I guess I just wanted to paint a picture of the journey, what it's been like to get to this point. When I first set out on this mission, I didn't know what the road ahead looked like, because at the time of my injury, everyone said, in 10 years' time, there'll be treatments. Eventually science will catch up and people will recover from their injuries. And obviously that didn't happen. And as much as there has been a lot of research being done over the years, we still don't have a treatment for paralysis. And our project that we're working on, we're hopeful. We don't know what the outcome will be, but we're optimistic. And to get to this point has been a hard journey for everyone. It's been a huge team effort. Every day getting up and pushing on, powering ahead, no matter what the situation, no matter how tired you felt or how enthusiastic you felt about what had to be done. Just the work had to be done. And I think when people say to me, it's amazing that we've been able to get to this point to start a human trial, because there aren't many human trials in the world for spinal injuries. There's only a handful of significant good trials happening around the world. It just was work that had to be done. I didn't think about it as being a monumental task or a Mount Everest-sized project. It was just one day at a time. That's just one foot in front of the other, ironically. And with a team effort, with a team around you that believe in what you're trying to create, we've been able to get to this point, which is absolutely incredible, because even to get to this stage is very rare and very unique, because it just doesn't happen that often. And I feel blessed that we've been able to do this, because when they said 10 years from the time of my injury, I honestly believed at that time that we would see something happen. But that's over 30 years ago, and no one else is going to do this. It has to be us. It has to be the people with the injuries, the people affected, the family, the friends, the people around them, to drive the mission. Because the scientific team can do the science and the work in the labs, but they're not the people who can advocate for the need for the research. That's our job, is to make sure that this work gets done. And that was what I learnt way back years ago from an old mate of mine, Christopher Reeve. He said we have to do the work ourselves to create the need and the want for this type of technology. And well, we're developing it now. It's happening here on the Gold Coast, in Queensland, in Australia. I want to say thanks to everyone that's gotten behind this cause and supported us and believed in us, because without you, we couldn't have done it. The road ahead is still long. It won't happen overnight. It's not a magic pill. We can't just give you a tablet and you'll wake up the next day and be able to move and feel. And I'm sorry, and it's unfortunate we can't do that. This will be a journey. This will be months and months of tireless work, 2 hours, 3 hours of rehab every day, 5 hours a day, every day of the week. Sorry, 5 days a week in the prehab period, 3 months, then surgeries to have the metalwork removed from spines, transplant's done, followed by 8 more months of rehab. It's a huge task. It's basically like committing to being a professional sports person. You could compare yourself to an athlete, but that's what it's going to take to get the brain reconnected to the body and get those neurons firing again in the spinal cord. And we believe we can do it. We believe we can repair the damage in the spinal cord. And that's our mission right now, is to focus on doing that. And the byproduct of that hopefully is regaining sensory function and regaining movement. It sounds so simple. And hopefully it is. Hopefully the body is potentially got its own amazing healing systems. We just have to give it the tools to drive it to heal. So, but as a stakeholder group, people with spinal cord injuries, we need to be ready. We need to be fit. We need to be healthy. We need to be focused, because there's a lot of work will go into this. A lot of funding has gone into this, but we can't do it half-assed. We have to go hard at this to give it the best potential. And that's what the scientific team have done for the last years now. I feel like I've been banging on it forever, but it's been a long time coming. It's been an emotional roller coaster. At the time of the phone call that I got yesterday, I was literally attached to one of the Strides trainers in the middle of a rehab session with one of the team, G3, and my phone was going nuts, and I'm not answering the phone during the middle of the session. Anyway, word got around that I had to answer the phone, and on the phone was Professor James St. John telling us that we'd had governance approval, ethics had been approved, all the green lights were go for this moment. Keep it together. But it's all been worth it. Lots and lots of tough days, but some bloody good ones as well. The important thing, above all, is that life is not a physical journey, it's a mental one. And that's why we need good people around us to keep us going. At the same time, it's important that we have healthy, fit bodies, because after all, our health is all we have. Without it, we're not here, right? So it's important that everyone who wants to get involved is ready to go. So let's get ready to go. Expressions of interest are open. People can put in their application to be part of the trial. 30 people, 10 people in a control group who will just do the rehab process, 20 people who will do the surgery and the prehab and the rehab. So let's do this. Let's give it our best shot at helping to find a treatment. It might not be for everyone today, but it will definitely give people in the future a bit of hope that there is an answer to such a shitty situation. So thanks again to everyone. I can't say it enough. If I see you out and about at an event, in the street, all our donors, all our volunteers, all our sponsors, our supporters, couldn't have done it without you. At the same time, we've got to keep an eye on the future. The immediate future is we have SIP Week coming up. We still need to continue to push to fundraise, because we want to build the best scientific research team in the world. We want the best skilled team involved in this trial. So we need to keep fundraising to bring those people into this trial to grow the team. There's about 300 people involved in this whole process, from the lab team in the research to the allied health supporters, the Making Strides crew, the care match care team and nursing team, all the key stakeholders, the foundation team. There is an immense amount of work going into making this happen. It's not just my pretty face. It's everyone. So it's not just a small team making it happen. So SIP Week is about to happen. Please, if you can, continue to support us. Continue to push. There are more opportunities coming to be able to help the foundation and to make sure that we nail this project as well as we can. This is only a safety trial and phase one of the whole process. There will be evolutions of this trial, phase 2 and phase 3, and we'll continue to grow sites around the world according to the progress of the trial. So I won't continue to talk on for too much longer. I just wanted to paint a picture in the past, the present, future of what it's been like, and so much love for everyone who has believed in my crazy mission to get this thing going. So as I've always said, everything is possible, and so much love to everyone. Appreciate it. Thank you.